'cause we got him on the spot.
Welcome back. All right. What's going on, y'all? So this is the, or at least my second cipher of the day. Welcome to untilit.works. All right, stretch it out. All right, real quick, I'm going to go over what this is because that's what we do for the first break. And it's totally not so I don't have to come up with a new segment to talk about. So this is like orientation. Now, the first thing is that for me, this is Sunday. I'm not sure what time it is for you, but this is like Sunday afternoon, evening. Yeah, it's like 3:15 right now. So I have this where it's the weekly thing, and I do this every week, or most weeks. You can see it in the schedule if you click subscribe above there. But do 2 ciphers, right? And they're 3 hours apiece. Now, each cipher consists of 2 sessions, 2 types of sessions. There's the work sessions and the break sessions. What you're experiencing right now is a break session. This is where you get some time to be able to take your mind off whatever it was that you're working on for like the past 45 minutes. You know, so these are like 15 minutes. They happen 15 minutes after the hour. Kind of, like I said, give you a chance to stretch your legs, walk around, whatever you need, get something to eat. Just kind of take your mind off of whatever it is that you're working on. And yeah, so you can see here's the video. You're looking at me right now. Below that, we have like a little disclaimer, or like not a warning, but little information that if you ever happen to jump on one of these break sessions, like while the break session is happening, it'll look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay videos that have audio to just automatically play. So you may notice on certain other sites that if you go onto a video and it auto plays, it most likely won't have audio. It'll just play the video. And so that's why you have to like click it to unmute it. And I did like a test for a previous project. Like I just spoke about it on the last cipher, but it was like a personal Twitch thing. And I got it to where if you're checking out the broadcast, it will automatically play the video because I have it muted. And then I have a button where you can toggle the mute off, on and off. So yeah, that's what I may do that here. I don't know. We'll see. But I got some other projects that involve video that I'm going to try it on those. And if those continue to work and people seem to like it, then I'll put it here. So let me know what you think if you want the video to autoplay, but not have an actual, like, have it muted. And so that way you just have to click a button or whatever to unmute it. But at least it would be like playing to let you know it's not frozen. I don't know. We'll see. But then right next to that is the open closed caption. And right now I'm using the web speech recognition API that's built into some browsers like Chrome. And it's taking the words that I'm saying and turning them into text. And then I'm transmitting that text into the box that shows up when you click open closed captions. And hopefully it's accurate. I'm trying to speak as deliberately as possible and clearly. Cool. Before that, oh man, still in radio show mode. Below that, we have 2 buttons. There's the add a clip and create a highlight video. Now, let's say there's something that you found interesting during one of these break sessions. You're able to click the button. It will try and get 5 seconds of that clip that you're looking to get, and you get 5 of those. So what happens is when I hit stop broadcast, it takes those 5 timestamps, sends them off to the back end where I have it going to like an API, and that's going to be taking the timestamps, the recorded video, chopping it up, putting it together, and then sending it back to you so you can check it out. And what's cool is it'll have your, whatever you use to log in with, whether it be Twitter or GitHub, it'll have your username, which is, I think is cool. All right, cool. Below that, we also have the countdown timer, depending on the size of your screen, but we have the countdown timer, and that's counting down to when the next work session begins. All right. And then we also have the chat. So if you want to join the chat, you can. Just got to like log in with GitHub and or Twitter. Not and or. GitHub or Twitter. Can't do both at the same time. All right. So now that is the break session. Let us talk about the work session. Let's get you oriented with that. And if you came in a little bit earlier before the break session, that was the work session. And so let me share my screen. Won't need audio for this. So this is the work session. This is like the mode that the website goes into. And the background will change because it's just different scenic things that just randomly get put there. To the upper right-hand corner, we have the menu. And so there's the home, shop, and like I said, the subscribe. And that will give you a schedule of the upcoming ciphers. You'll be able to subscribe to one. And whatever device you subscribe on, it will send you you'll get a notification on that once we go live. All right, cool. So on the other side, the left side towards the top, we have a Bandcamp player. And I'm fortunate enough to know a lot of like really, really good producers. And so I asked them, submit some tracks for some projects I'm working on. And they did, and I thank them. And so if you want to listen to music kind of like while you're doing your thing, you can listen to some pretty dope tunes. And if you want, it's a Bandcamp player, like I said, so you can buy the track. You can actually share it. And then if you really like it, you can help spread the word about the artist by clicking tweet. And that will open up Twitter in a new window/browser. And that will, a new tab/browser. Did I say window? A new window/tab. And it'll pre-populate the tweet with the artist's information and the song title. And, little way of spreading some love. You know what I mean? All right, below that and towards the center, we have the to-do list, the to-do section. Where it says add a task, that's where you add your tasks, the things that you want to do. You can either hit the plus sign or the enter key. That will load the to-do in the space there. You'll be able to actually check them off as you get them done. You can double click to edit the to-do item, and then you can also delete it. It's a regular like to-do list. And when you click done, it goes to the done section. So if you want to see what you completed, you can hit press done, and that will bring up the list of things you completed. And then when you're done, speaking of done, you can hit that Twitter icon, and what that'll do is open up Twitter again, and it will list in the tweet, a pre-populated tweet with the same list of the things you got completed. So that's pretty cool. So it's kind of nice little way, like, look, I got some stuff done. Feels good, I was productive. Then you'll see we got the countdown timer again. That count down to when the next break session is. So that way you can kind of get a feel for like when you should start like kind of wrapping things up. And again, they're 15 minutes after the hour. Below that, if you don't have a thing that you're working on, or maybe you don't even know what like coding is about. I'm a big fan of coding. It's pretty much changed my life. Especially since I started getting paid for it. So if you're not even sure if you would even like coding, what's cool is that you can actually try it out for free and see if you like it. And so I have the Odin project and freecodecamp.org on there. So the links, I've been told that from looking at the curriculum, they seem pretty good. They weren't around when I started coding, but I think with those, you can get like a good feel of what's involved in like web development. And then you can decide whether or not you want to spend more time and or money on it. Maybe you want to make it a career change or what have you, or maybe it's your first career. You never know. So what's cool is you can just try it, and it's for free. And so, yeah. All right. Also, in the tutorial section, I'm a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage. And so part of that is to like check out the guides and the tutorials and update them and work on them and create them and all that stuff. And so we got some, I think, are pretty cool tutorials. One of them is you create an application where you can dial a phone number and then hit dial, or I forgot, I think it's dial or call. It's actually call. Click the call button, and then the phone in the real world would actually ring, and you'd be able to have a conversation between in the application. It's kind of amazing. Then we have the opposite, where you're able to call on a real phone a virtual number, and then that will ring the application that you build, and you'll be able to have a conversation. Then we've got the other one, the third one, where it's two users are logged in to the application, and then one can call the other and be able to have conversations through the web, through the browsers, through the application. It's kind of amazing. I think it's pretty cool. So there's that. Then we have the Hako. The Hako is help a coder/creator out. So let's say you're working on something, maybe the tutorials or the free code camp, the Odin project, your own thing, and you get stuck. Or maybe you want feedback on something. Well, with the Hako, you can create your own like unique room where you get a URL for your room. You can share that on social media, give it to people, what have you, and then people can join your room. But they just don't jump in your room. You'll be able to see who's requesting to join the room. You'll be able to check out their profiles to see whether it's Twitter or GitHub that they logged in with. You can see, hey, whether or not you want to, let this person into your room. And there's that. And then we also got a chat room in there. So it's the text chat. Then we also have speech to text and text to speech. So I want to try to make it as like all encompassing of ways that people want to be able to communicate. Then as the owner of the room, you'll be able to share your screen. And so hopefully through the chat and everyone working together and seeing what you're seeing, be able to come up with a solution and or the feedback that you're looking for. And hopefully, this is just kind of like a breakout session, study group. Just let's work on this thing and see if we can get it worked out. So that's what the Hakos are. Below that, if you want to come on and talk about something you found interesting and cool, you can sign up. You can sign up for a show and tell. They're just like lightning talks, so like 5-10 minutes. Just talk about whatever you found interesting. And so there's that. And then below, remember that video that you sent to be processed with the timestamps from the creating a highlight video? Well, that is where the highlights section will show up. And when it's when it's being worked on, it'll say status submitted. But then when it's done, it will say status done. And then below that, we'll have a button where you can preview your video. And and then you'll also, if you like it, hit tweet or like send a tweet, something like that. And it will open in a new browser tab again in Twitter with a pre-populated tweet that has the URL to the archive video, the recorded video, but it's also unique in that when it shows up on Twitter, like, they have like the previews or what have you, like the link previews, it'll be your video, which is kind of cool. Now, sometimes Twitter shows it. I haven't really looked into it, but I think it's depending on your device and the screen size. It may or may not show the actual video. So what I've been doing is just I download the video and I attach it to the tweet. That way I make sure that it's always there. And that's it. Pretty much it. I'm going to get y'all back to work. But with that, I'm going to send y'all with some traveling music. And so if you want to come through and talk about whatever, you can, again, sign up for the show and tell. If not, we're going to talk about random things that I'm interested in. Actually, I just deployed a new project I spoke about it before, the Dusty Domains like charity event thing that Netlify is doing till the end of December. So I worked on this project and I'm going to demonstrate it. And so that'll be the next thing, unless somebody wants to come up and do a show and tell. Maybe if you did a Dusty Domain, you want to kind of come up and show it. That'd be cool as well. So that's that. I'm going to get you all back to work. I'm going to play this song by Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track is called Thank You, because I want to thank y'all for hanging out. And I will see you all soon. Thanks again. See y'all. Be easy. Peace. Screen share, system audio. Yes. Here we go. Thanks again, y'all. See, look at, I'm on time and stuff, sort of. Look at that. Getting better and better. All right. Thanks, y'all. See you.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. you were there, and I'm feeling like hero. And everybody says hero. We spread it love like hero. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You